Hello, Corporate Tech. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm calling about the manager position.
Oh yes, that has just opened up. But first, I need to know your qualifications.
Okay, well, I was class president in high school. I worked at Doug's Auto Shop for about 2 months, and for the past year, I've been working at Burger Shack.
So, what's your college education?
I didn't go to college. I think I'm smart enough to make money without that.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir, but the manager position in our company has just been filled.
But wait, you just said the position...
Maybe you should go back to Burger Shack.
April 1st may be a day for fools, but Montgomery College is hosting an event that even a fool wouldn't pass up. Next Tuesday, UMUC representatives will be offering on-the-spot scholarships to students who qualify. Full-time students seeking a bachelor's degree can receive around $3,000 a year, while part-time students can qualify for about $1,600. To qualify for these scholarships, the student must already have an associate's degree, a minimum GPA of 3.0, and must be a permanent resident of Maryland. The event will last from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. and will be held in the Career Transfer Center on the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus. For more information, go to www.umuc.edu/ccsp.
For a long time now, satellite radio companies Sirius and XM Radio have been talking about merging together. Although consumer groups have lobbied against the merger, both companies say that the decision will be better for consumers. Both satellite stations say that the combination of the two will provide listeners with many more channels and music, as well as bringing in shows hosted by Martha Stewart, Bob Dylan, and Oprah Winfrey. The Justice Department has recently approved the merging, point out that both satellite radio companies face very hard competition from traditional AM/FM stations and internet radio programs. They also say that the merger will create cost savings, which will most likely be passed on the subscribers. The decision still needs to be approved by the FCC.
Sunday marks the beginning of the Washington Nationals' 4th year in D.C., and for once, the team won't be playing on rented space. For more, we turn to Joey LaFaro with the story.
Nationals Park will open its doors to the public this weekend with an exhibition Saturday against the Baltimore Orioles and the season opener Sunday against the Braves. The Nationals are hoping that the nearly 42,000-seat venue can give them a home field advantage they did not have at RFK. The new park cuts about 20 feet off the length of the outfield, making it a lot easier for the Nats starting lineup to score. The $600 million stadium won't just be amenable to players, though. Nats Park will feature its own sports bar, PlayStation demo area, playground, and concessions picnic area. The park also features a 4,500-foot high-definition Jumbotron screen and state-of-the-art sound system. The park is built for an incredible family experience, but the question remains, will the same go for those on the field? For MC in Focus, I'm Joey LaFaro.
Well, Mike, what we have for sports today? Some Wizards, some Nationals coming up?
Well, both of those teams are looking for their first playoff berth in a while, and it's heating up really quickly. We have a lot on the Washington sports, so we're going to go to the Capitals first. The Washington Capitals are playing strong as of late, and they need to if they want to make the playoffs this year. The Caps are 1 game behind the Boston Bruins for the final spot, and with 5 games against under 500 teams left, the playoffs seems to be all but within their grasp. Star player Alex Ovechkin set a team record 61 goals in the win on Tuesday. Ovechkin also leads the team in overall points scored, power play goals, and game-winning goals. One of the more interesting stories in the Capitals locker room is the brewing battle between starting goaltender Ole Kolzig and recent trade Cristobal Huet. Kolzig has slipped up as of late, while Huet has played strong since joining the team. The front office is quiet on the subject, but it's rumored that Huet will be the starter if the Caps make the playoffs. In NBA news, the Washington Wizards will need to collect themselves after a disappointing 20-point loss to the Portland Trailblazers, 102-82. The Trailblazers lost their starting forward Brandon Roy to an injury, but that didn't stop the team from controlling the ball and leading for the entire game. The Wiz was without star guard Gilbert Arenas. His knee injury has pushed his recovery back another week. Washington's other leading scorer, Antoine Jamison, struggled all night with the disappointing 9 rebounds and 8 points. The Wizards need to shake off the disappointing loss because they have to play a smoking hot Sacramento tonight at 10. Now let's take a look at the weather. Well, it's time to break out those umbrellas. Partly cloudy skies during the morning hours will give way to showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs will be reaching around 65 with wind gusts up to 20 miles an hour. Lows will drop down into the 30s tonight. Then on Saturday, skies are going to be mostly sunny with highs hitting the mid-50s and lows reaching the low 30s. Sunday, there's a slight chance of showers with highs around 50 and lows in the 40s. That's a look at sports and weather. Back to Gregor.
Thank you, Mike. Civil unrest in the Tibetan capital of Lhasa may be coming to an end this week as foreign journalists are allowed into the capital after anti-Chinese demonstrations begin to subside. The clash between Tibetan protesters and Chinese police began 2 weeks ago after Tibet was celebrating a failed attempt to break away from Chinese rule. The riots escalated into a violent surge while Chinese police used intense force and brutality to restore order. Senator John McCain has accused China of human rights cruelty in dealing with the protest on his travel to France. But the Chinese government says this situation was dealt with the way any responsible country would. The Chinese government also says the city has returned to normal even after 660 protesters have surrendered. The situation still seems unstable.
The final frontier has moved just a little further. Last week, NASA's satellite sweep recorded a gamma-ray burst more than 2.5 million times greater than ever before. Gamma-ray bursts happen when stars explode and turn into black holes. They are the brightest and most intense events in the universe since the Big Bang. The star exploded halfway across the universe, but it was still visible to the naked eye. It was 7.5 billion light years away, which means the explosion happened 7.5 billion years ago, long before our planet was even formed. Scientists still analyze the event to find out why the burst was so intense. NASA's satellite detects about 3 bursts each day, but none come even closer to this one.
The metropolitan area is about to celebrate the Cherry Blossom Festival once again. During the 2-week festival, residents and visitors welcome the spring. This year, the peak blooming period came earlier than other years. Fortunately, the festival starts this weekend with Family Day. On Saturday, visitors of all ages will enjoy a day of fun with different activities, displays and performances. The opening ceremony will be held at 4 in the afternoon. The festival ends on April 12th with a parade. People are going to see marching bands, floats, balloons and much more. There's a lot to do during this 2-week festival. Be sure to check the official website cherryblossomfestival.com for details.
Well, before we go, I want to wish happy birthday to Mike. Happy birthday. He's how many years?
I'm 25 years young.
He's still young. Well, that's all for today. Thank you very much. I'm Roxana Solano.
And I'm Gregor Kaito.
And I'm Mike Caroli. We'll see you next time, folks.